All right, folks, we want to welcome everyone here today. It's a good-looking crowd, and isn't this a beautiful spot?
Yeah. Yes,
and we
indeed.
expect that this place will be a site people can come to contemplate the beauties of nature, enjoy rest, relaxation, and just a wonderful idea. We have a number of people to thank for this. As far as Clayton State Retirees are concerned, Martha Wicker came up with an idea. Now Martha has lots of ideas, and I don't know a single one that has not been good. Some of them are great. This was one of the great ideas. And so she convinced the rest of us. And Justin Brooks is here with his remarkable knowledge. And so Martha and Justin and all of us worked closely together in creating this. So we're very proud to be here, and I want to introduce Martha, who's going to give an overview. And then shortly we'll have President Hines come over and we'll read the plaque. And then Justin will lead us through and identify some of the plants in the garden. So thank you for being here. And Martha, you'll go ahead.
This is not only a dedication to me, it's a celebration. It's a celebration of a collaborative project that really worked well. And I've got to know several of the guys on Justin's staff, and what an enriching blessing it's been for me and for the other retirees to work together with them. About a year ago, as part of the Clayton State Retirees Association 10th anniversary planning, we thought we needed to come up with a legacy project, something that would be a lasting memory that we could create on campus and that students and faculty and staff could enjoy for years to come. We tossed around lots of ideas, and the butterfly garden seemed to be the best idea. The butterfly representing, a new start, regeneration, which is what rebirth. We feel like as retirees, we have a new life, rebirth. So it kind of really fit in with the Retirees Association. And we knew right away that in order for it to be successful, we were going to need the support of two important groups. And one is the landscape management team. So I contacted Haroon Biswas, and I asked him if they would be willing to help us. And immediately he offered the services of Justin and his staff. And the other group that we really leaned on were the master gardeners. That we have some retirees among us that are master gardeners, namely Helen Brown. She was not able to be here today. Sandy Golden, and Carol came in just at the right time. Carol Hatfield, our president's wife. Those were our master gardeners. So we met with Justin last summer and started planting this garden. And based on Justin's recommendation, he had kind of toured the campus and come up with a few spots that he suggested. And we fell in love with this spot. It's just perfect. I mean, the sun here and the lakeside. So we just thought it was an ideal location for the garden. Then we did a lot of research. We did considerable research on the plants that we were going to put in the garden. And we decided to include a variety of host and nectar plants for the butterflies. And then we decided to include mostly native plants. Some of them are not native plants. I'm standing in front of one. It's not a native plant. But as you tour the garden today, you'll see that most of them are native plants. Most of them are perennials, so that reduces the amount of upkeep. But each spring, we're going to be planting annuals, and we've already planted some, and with Justin's help and his staff, we've planted some annuals this spring. Gene Hatfield, where'd you go, Gene? Gene, he brought to our attention that we needed to pay particular attention to choosing the hardscape elements to put in the garden. Not just the plants, but the hardscape elements. And so Justin suggested that we incorporate the bench that was already here, and coincidentally it was dedicated by Benita Moore, who's one of our retirees. So that worked out well. And then we decided to put in a solar-powered fountain. When the sun's good, you see a good spray up from the fountain. And then we have the copper cap trellis here and 2 landscape boulders. So those were the hardscape items that we decided to add. And then one of our master gardeners, Helen Brown, felt like that the garden needed to be educational as well as a beautiful site to just rest and look at the lake. And so you'll notice that there are plant markers in front of each of the plants. And that was Helen's idea, but Sandy has faithfully assumed the responsibility of maintaining these signs. And each sign has the common name for the plant as well as the botanical name. And like I said, we're going to take y'all around after the dedication and let you see each of the plants. Let's see. That's about all oh, well, one last thing. I mentioned that it was a collaborative project, and it's an ongoing collaborative project. Justin and his staff, they provide, obviously, the irrigation. You can't see it right now, but there's an irrigation pipe here that waters the plants at night. And I know Oscar comes around and waters it with the watering truck frequently. So they provide the irrigation. They also they maintain it by trimming and weeding and helping us plant. And our responsibility as the retirees is to maintain the plant labels and to also help in the planting. We're committed. This is a project that's ongoing, and we really are committed into making this project go on for several years so that the garden will flourish. So it's sort of like our promise to y'all that the Clayton State Retirees we're committed to maintaining the garden with the help of the landscaping. You were given a card. Everybody should have a card. If you don't, Dottie's handing them out. We actually have the artist who drew this for us here with us today, Ann McCallum. Ann was an adjunct. She actually was an adjunct faculty member here in the English department, and she retired from Forest Park High School recently. Oh, Riverdale. Sorry, Riverdale. Sorry, Ann. Riverdale High School. But we approached Ann several months ago, and we knew how much she loves birds. She's a master birder, and we know how much she loves the outdoors and how she can draw. So we approached her about designing a front for our dedication cards. She came down here in the winter, in the dead of winter, when nothing was blooming, and took photographs and had to use her imagination as to what it was going to look like in the spring. And so this is what we have. I think that's about all.
We have a list. We have a list of all 44 plants, different species in the garden. If you want to create your own butterfly garden, it's listed here with whether it's annuals or perennials, the bloom color, the when during the season it blooms, its ultimate height and spread. So it's a very practical handout. If you would like one, they're available for you.
And please stay after the dedication. We're going to have refreshments. I want to thank my daughter Rebecca in the pink skirt. She's the ultimate party planner. And Dottie Bumbleow helped with cookies and things too. I want to thank them, but there's plenty of cookies and lemonade. Y'all stay. And please join us as we have the walking tour. I think that'll be really inspirational, beneficial to you. So at this time, I'm going to turn it back over to Gene.
All right, President Hines, if you'll please come forward here. Martha's going to remove this from the dedication plaque, and I'm going to read it, and then President Hines will say a few words. Dedicated to the faculty, staff, and students of Clayton State University. This garden is a collaborative project of the Clayton State Retirees Association and the Landscape Management Department. President Hines.
Gene knows me well, saying I'll give a few words. That's why he emphasized that. And so I want to focus on a few words. I focus on collaboration. There is a sense that I have here that when many of us come together, what others think is impossible become accomplishments. And I applaud the focus on collaboration. It's something we all need to remind ourselves of occasionally. And as we have those reminders, we go to collaborate and thus go to succeed. The duck, which of course we aren't feeding, geese and swans, of course, are not included in the sign. So I also think the notion of butterfly is extraordinarily important. It probably both dates me and gives reflections of earlier political beliefs that I would focus on a line from Joni Mitchell's song on Woodstock about turning to butterflies. A reference to constant and positive evolution and a notion of peace being associated with going back to nature, which is always constant and always changing. And I think those words are important, and this is an incredibly important symbol. And I believe that this duck collaborates the fertilization of this extraordinary garden. And finally, I think this is a location that brings to us a thought of a sense of place. We as stewards of place, as a comprehensive, publicly supported institution of higher education, have a sense of preserving place. And this is yet another example of the ways in which this institution, and certainly the facilities colleague, I mean, our grounds colleagues are great, right? And these are the kinds of things which require Valerie to remind Lancaster, remind me that I need to go back into my office and go to work, rather than sit at a bench like this that reminds me daily of what an extraordinary place we have that doesn't come from accident, but comes from so many people who over the years have been dedicated to the beauty that is this institution. And so, to my friends and to my colleagues, I say thank you. To everyone, I say enjoy this, now and in the future. Thank you, Gene.
Thank you, President. Come forward, Martha and Nancy, and lead us through.
We've talked a lot about Justin, y'all. This is Justin, for those of you who don't know. I don't know how Haroon stole him away from the botanical gardens, but he's a jewel here at Clayton State. And we're so glad. I mean, if y'all just look around campus, you'll see the impact of his presence here for the last couple of years. So Sandy and Justin are going to kind of divide y'all up, and you want to do two different walking tours since we have a pretty big crowd?
And we're going to put this in the bench, so anybody who wants to get a list of the, yes, anybody who wants to get a list of the plants, of course not.
Let me come up to your
Okay.
for those of you who want to take the walking tours, you can go ahead and we'll just split up. Justin will start a group over here, and Sandy will start a group over there. And then again, we have refreshments. Feel free to get some lemonade, water, or cookies. Thank y'all so much for coming. Okay. Take a picture. And this.
Yes, they are. Way to go.
Sandy, I'm going to
Okay, now here's one thing to check. How close did Ann come? Yeah, that's pretty close, I'd say. Not bad at all. All right. Thank you for watching. And we will see you next time, because I'm going to get out of the way because here come the tours.